when I was in Vancouver, um, I was dating this guy, but I met him in Calgary. I was with him for about a year and a half, or like maybe like a year and like 3 or 4 months when I first went with him to Vancouver. And we stayed together for the duration of the time that I lived in Vancouver, up until like the last 3 months. It was about the 7th of September, I think, I believe, and the night before we were fighting really, really bad, and we ended up, I was given some like Molly, like it was like MDA or whatever. My friend gave it to me and said it was like really good stuff, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and maybe we'll be able to talk without fighting. And we did. We spent the night together. We were able to talk about certain things, and we spent the night on the beach, like Crab Park, where we were living for like 3 months before, when it was summertime. And I woke up the next day, and when we lived in Calgary, he had assaulted me close to the point of almost ending my life, and I still hadn't left him by that point. So he was on the beach with me, and he says, get the charges dropped in, the charges have been dropped in Alberta because I didn't show up for the trial, and get the charges dropped here, so when they do finally get the charges dropped, nobody will believe you, and they'll all think you were a lunatic. And I guess this caused me to switch, and I got really mad, and I started acting out, and this caused him to start attacking me again, and he was punching me in the head on the beach over and over and over again, like probably about 15-20 times. And by like the 15th time, I was like telling him, begging him to stop. And somebody had called the police like halfway through the attack. They came up and said, do you want me to call the police? And I was like, what the fuck do you think? Of course I want you to call the police. Like, clearly I couldn't even respond. And he's like, mind your own business, to this lady. So she must have went and called the cops, because they showed up, and because he was just like raging out so bad, and like he could not stop attacking me. He couldn't like realize that the cops were like coming, and he didn't run away in time enough, and he got apprehended and sent to jail, for 3 months. And for 3 months I waited for him on the streets. It was a really rough 3 months. Being alone, being a woman alone in Vancouver is really traumatic and really hard. I was assaulted a lot, taken advantage of a lot, stolen from a lot. And you know, when you have all of your money stolen from you, you have to do things that you're not used to doing in order to survive. And you know, because of that, when he came out of jail, he was really mean to me. Oh, he treated me really terrible. Called me a lot of names, and for 3 days we fought, just cats and dogs. And I just realized that I didn't want to be around this anymore. I was like, I'm so tired of never being enough. No matter what I do, I'm never enough. and you are constantly going to put me down. And it doesn't matter how far I'm succeeding in life and how well I'm doing, you are going to find something about me to put down and make me feel like I'm less than. Because like I could never win with this guy, no matter what the situation was. So I left, and he chased me, and then the police showed up, so I ran away, and they caught up to me. And even then, I was still protecting him. And they said, do you want to do a statement? Because he had punched me in the face just a little bit earlier, and that's why somebody had called the police. And I said, no, I don't want to do a statement. I'm not interested in, being involved in any of that. So, he has a record. He has an assault record, and assault causing bodily harm. I don't know. I've got it all recorded on my phone. But I waited for him to get out of jail, and I wanted to talk to him and see what was going on, because, I still had hope, even then, because I was like, maybe if I get better and I behave, he will, show me something. Sorry. And when we spoke on the phone, like, through text messages, he just put me down even more. Even though I was out here doing the best that I could, like, off the streets, surviving. Personally, I think he was just jealous that I got out and he didn't. I was able to, actually, block him for the first time. And I never thought I'd be able to do that. So I haven't spoken to him. I've associated with him 2 times in the last 6 months, and I was finally able to get away. Yeah. Okay. I hope he's alright. I hope he gets out of there. I don't wish any harm on him. I just can't be around him anymore. Addiction is complex, and so is abuse, and it affects you. But I remember telling him that I'm gonna get out of there, I'm gonna get healthy, I'm gonna write a book, I'm gonna do all these things, and he's gonna have to watch me through a phone. And I didn't think that would actually come true, so I'm really grateful. Thanks for listening.